how is it that every time something happens to us, we automatically blame somebody else? We automatically see the wrong that somebody else has done, but we don't see what we've done. And so I would just like to challenge you today to think about if something has happened in your life that you don't like and you have already decided to blame somebody else. If you already start blaming somebody else, think about the part that you play. Think about what you've done. So we automatically blame other people. We automatically say it's somebody else's fault. We automatically think, negative about somebody else, but we don't consider all the things that we've done that is the part that we play, all the things that we've done that's wrong. So from now on, when something happens and it's not what you want, instead of jumping to, defensive, jumping to blaming somebody else, think about the part that you play. What part did you play in what's going on in your life? Take responsibility for what you've done. Don't always blame somebody else. And you can blame somebody else if that's what you want to do. But we play a part. Part of this is our responsibility. Maybe we didn't say anything. Maybe we didn't do anything. Maybe we expected them to read our minds. Whatever it is, we need to take responsibility. We need to take the blame, the part of it that's our responsibility, the part of it that we know that we've done. So sometimes we really do think it's somebody else's fault. We really do blame everybody else, but we got to step back and say, okay, I realize that this has happened, but what part of this is my responsibility? What part did I play? What part did I not do anything or I didn't say anything? So we got to stop blaming other people. We got to take responsibility ourselves, because a lot of the things that are happening to us is because of us. It is our fault. We are to blame. So we have to stop blaming other people and look at ourselves. And often we don't look at ourselves enough. We're quick to say, well, they did this, and this. But when somebody says, okay, what did you do? And then we get quiet. It's like crickets. But if something is happening in your life, there's probably a 99% chance that there is something that you can take responsibility. There's some part of it that you played. There's something that you can take responsibility for. There's something that you need to change. There's some things that you need to do differently. And so we cannot expect our lives to get better until we take responsibility, until we say, okay, this is mine. This is my part this is the part that I played. And so I always like to see when people say they've had 3 jobs or 4 jobs in, let's say, in a year, or they've had 4 clients that have broke off their engagements with them, just broke off their engagements. And we blame the client. We blame the job. We blame the boss. We always blame, the boss, or we always blame the client. But if this has happened to you, or you can relate this to your situation, and this is very adaptable. You can look at your situation and see how this can work for you. And you could just look at and see, okay, I'm the common denominator. And that's another thing, that we typically have patterns in our life, things that happen to us that happen over and over again. They're patterns, and we miss them because we're so quick to blame somebody else. We're so caught up in the blaming, pointing fingers. But think about this. If you had 3 clients that broke their contracts off or stopped working with you, you got to be thinking that I'm the common denominator. What can I do? How can I improve? What do I need to change? What can I see that I've done wrong? Same thing with 3 bosses in a year. If you've worked for 3 jobs, you've had 3 jobs this year, and you're blaming the boss, you might want to step back and say, okay, I'm the common denominator. If I have been fired from 3 jobs, or I've quit 3 jobs, then I might be a common denominator. I might need to do something different. I might need to change how I am. I might need to change who I am, and start working on the things that you can change, which is you. We can't change anybody else. And if we want our lives to change, we have to change. And so just something to be thinking about today is, what can you do differently? How can you do things differently? So just something to be thinking about.